Hey, hello, and welcome back once again to Gary Grigsby's Born East. Let's continue in this south where we took Odessa before. Now we're kind of looking to continue as well. Let's start by trying to get a encirclement in this area. And don't like that retreat, but I guess it's out of the way. Okay, they can probably move ahead by quite a bit further after this. Let's get 16th Panzer to move up and in here. You can get all the HQs that I need. How are you on the mech? Not good. Just like you. Let's try this anyway. Should be. Able to get through somehow, at least. Why would they route that last time though? That's kind of weird. I mean, I'll take it, but it's kind of odd. Either way, let's move 14th Panzer up as well. Don't need them down there, certainly. Let's get you up here, at least on the rail line. And I'll put them on a different motorized core. Okay, so like I said, I can move these forward too. Pretty beneficial, as I do rather also need continue moving as much as possible. Need one unit on here, and why not? There we go. That does help already, at least a little bit. Thing is, though, is that how much can you really exploit around this area? Not a whole lot, I think, and even there, for a unit that's motorized like this, I'd actually just rather we'll see. Yeah, that's fine. Nothing really here that I want to do. No. Okay. Sure, let's take that city. Question is whether I want to move forward. It is Lightwoods. Might help. You'll stay, you stay there. You're gonna go on reserve in this area. You need to go on reserve. And let's just see how this works. Okay, I fleet to move to Smolensk. Fleet 1 HQ to Pskov. Need to take a look at the supplies like this too. Somehow I feel like partisans probably did that. This though is fairly useless. Unless, I mean only this potentially. I'm pretty pleased about these additional Panzer divisions. I'll send them over to the south. The AI depot management. And I guess leave the rest to the Soviets. Of course, they have to be super smart about this. Dropping stuff there. I also don't really get why they're dropping that at Pinsk, but okay. Let's see what they get going. So I guess for next turn we'll probably take Rzhev. Which will net me another probably 16 points, bring me at least over 500. Which should bring me pretty close to the at least to allow me to continue through 1941, or because I need to have my high water mark in 1941 at that number or something, or close to that number anyway. Right. Soviets are losing quite a few planes. Around the Rogachev region. Okay, here we go. Reaction attacks. Not sure what reaction attack means. Do know what attrition attacks mean. Let's see what they got planned. They do seem to be pretty frisky. In moving around units again. But I haven't seen any serious attack. Interestingly enough. Okay. Might even be that they're just teleporting these guys out, and it kind of seems to suggest that they are doing exactly that. Which is obviously rather ridiculous, but whatever. They're only... and why are the Soviets actually using escorts, but not me? All right. I am rather looking to expand upon this as well, because this is not looking super nice. So not only are we looking to take Rzhev, I don't think it's a good idea to move all the way to Kalinin yet. Since we'll definitely need to secure our flank first. This is just, you know, creating a very long line. And yeah, my infantry can move through there, but... okay, well, let's do this first. This is very likely for a large part just empty now. Or at least, yeah, we'll see. It seems like I'm actually recording the entire screen. Well, I guess I'll have to fix that. Doesn't really matter for one episode, but alright, let me be back in 1 second. Okay, Soviets apparently had excess forces. Yeah, sure. Let's start up here. By moving up. I'm doing this, okay. Let's make sure that I also get all of these hexes, because they will make things a lot easier in the future. A lot easier, yeah. Let's go. Oh, they got out immediately. So I would not really be able to attack up there. I do need to clear this. I have to say, this is super annoying. Okay. Yeah, attacking there's completely useless. Okay, let's take a belly. Can't take Olenino, but I'm quite confident. About these guys at the very least moving up in such a way that they'll need to take some of this this territory. I'd rather suggest that these guys are up for lost. We're now very close to this rail line as well, at least. Right, well, let's move you up. I'll clear them out with these guys. Get these moved together. Right, so now that that's going on, I can actually move Totenkopf up as well, because I can... Well, let's also get you in here. Oh, you cannot get in there. Well, we'll see. Okay, they got out of there. That's great. So then if I move you in there, That takes all of those hexes. What I really need to do is use the 86th, go in here, attack this, get the depot over depot. Okay. I'm quite confident that this is empty now, so I can start taking these hexes with the Politsai division. And in here, move towards Cardia. Get in there, get in there. I'll move you back. So they're kind of there to mop up. Works well enough, probably. Okay, this is pretty interesting because technically I should be using you up here. And I'll put them under the 10th Corps. Like this. It will allow me also to move up these guys, not by too much. And I can actually not, I can't actually get into Lichkovo. The Germans did get all the way there. So that is interesting too. Let's refit you and let's get working on the rail line, because we're getting a rail line to Starya Russa is nice, but I'd rather work on a double rail. And that's it for now. I'll be able to get that at least to Defenskaya, and now that I can get it up there, technically at that point I can start moving up, even by single rail if I so wanted to, because otherwise I would at the very least get the Krasnovodsk and then move up in here, but then you'd still end up at Pushkin at the very least before you can get that rail line, the double rail line, further towards this area. And that's just generally not gonna happen. I think you need a lot of territory to get that rail line working up to Volkov as well. It is unlikely to see that. Okay, so as for both of these, attacking from this side is just Straight up not useful. And seeing how moving them in there is also just not working at all. Well, I'll use you to take these hexes for now. Alright, well, let's take that airfield then for the moment. And we'll see if they retreat even further. I guess they could do that. The great thing about this is that I can indeed now move further with the 9th. We'll have to see how that goes. But for now, this is Swamp Hex and this is a Lightwood Hex. I would expect to have the best chances there, but I mean, I'll take any hex I can get. It does not cut the double rail. I cannot see what's in there. But even if I were to attack, I would not be able to get into those hexes anyway. So I don't really see the added benefit of trying to get in there. One thing that might work, though, is getting rid of this. It took heavy losses there as well. Had I done that before moving in there, I guess that would have given me this one hex, but that's fine. I'll probably take that on the next turn. Either way. If we're looking at historical capture dates, we're looking at September 2nd here, so still very much delayed even. One thing that I don't understand is why the Finns haven't actually taken this yet. Especially since we do have an excess of ground forces in those regions. I find that kind of weird, but there's nothing I can do against it though. However, how much does it help me to move across the Volkov? I don't think it helps me all that much now either. Either way, you're already at your limit of this, so I need to put you guys over to this side, because otherwise you're not going to make it. You're actually already not making it for these, for example, but I can put them under something else. And that's probably the best thing to do now at the moment anyhow. So what I'll do is, this is the 50th. Let's put the 1st Infantry Division on the 50th too. And I want all of these under the 38th. Yeah. And with this rail line now working their way up, these guys should be getting a bit better supplies, although technically I did have a rail line all the way up to Tartu there, so that's reasonable. Now, I do expect to be able to get all the way up until here, at least on the next turn, and we'll see whether I'll have to branch out towards this area or not. Another thing I could do, at least... This area is heavy wood, so let's try to work it this way, and hopefully next turn I can get up to Schlieselberg at least. What I can do, hopefully... The thing is, I do need some fortified zones in here as well. And I'm going to start working on that, because basically I don't need to get any further than this in this section. Leningrad is the ultimate objective, and I mean, that's just the end. So, I mean, anybody who thinks that I'm ever going to get to Arkhangelsk, that's just absurd. If I can get to Leningrad even. But that does mean that I definitely want to dig in, at least on these 3 hexes here. Maybe even already on this heavy woods hex too. Because these are excellent defensive positions. So I want them to start working on fortifying that region. Getting in here, probably not that great of an idea, because the enemy will probably swarm and attack me at that point, and now at least I'll have the 3rd Motorized Division here to back me up. I'm not ready yet to commit to fortified zone in that area, but I think doing that around here is totally fine. I could do it on this side here as well, but I think having this river crossing is probably pretty decent. I'll probably also start working on fortified zones in these areas. At least, and I can see myself getting defensive positions around the Lovat. But I do think it's a little bit too early for this, so maybe not, though. Actually, I think this is probably excellent. Let's do those two. It's a bit too close for my liking against those, so what I'll do probably at some point, I'll probably get the defensive position. This is probably the weak pin, this light roots hex. I can either get it around this way, like this. So I will probably want to get it around there, calm, and then potentially work my way through here. It really depends how far I can get around this area, so I don't want to make too many of these and add precious manpower to that, but I do want to get some of these working. Ultimately, they'll have around 1,000 men at the maximum, if I'm not mistaken. That's their TOE eventually, I believe. We'll see. At any rate, the 18th Army is still an assault army. I'm not too sure whether I really need that at this point, but let's just leave it at that. At the very least, 4th Panzer Group, I want to commit you under 4th Panzer for now. Under 4th Panzer Group. And as of the 16th Army, they currently don't have that many units, but as it is, I'll actually, how are you? 8 out of 9, 6 out of 9. If I put you under the 2nd Corps, what I can do is I can move 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's move you in here. That puts you out of range, but that's fine. And I can put all of these guys under the 10th. All right. Excellent. For now, then these, then the blue infantry division can move up from the next turn as well. And we've taken a decent amount of territory here for this turn. I'm not displeased with that amount of progress for the moment. Indeed, given that Leningrad is the ultimate objective there. How likely is it that the Soviets are going to allow me to move through here? I don't think so. I'd rather just use the Panzer divisions as well to start digging in. I know that this Panzer division cannot get further than the defense level 1 because it's an assault unit, but I can always remove that after a while, potentially once I've moved further up. I don't think they ever got to Novaya Ladoga. No, they didn't. Volkov and Tikvin are... And they also did not get Kobona, but I think I can cut them off through this way. Like, they should have already taken all of this. And the same, actually, well, this is October, so it's a lot later, but still. Alright, that's gonna be it for this episode. So I dealt with Army Group North for the most part, I think, at this stage. Yeah. And, the other one's already there. Okay, let's just work on this rail line only for now. I'll wrap things up here. I want to thank you for watching. Do hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please leave a like, comment, or subscribe. Special shout out to my Patreon supporters for making it possible that I make all these videos, I guess. Thanks for watching, everyone. Take care. See you next time, and bye-bye.